When thinking about the development of the museum, I've always felt very strongly that we need to consult with our audiences and that they will help us tell the story in a way that will appeal to other people. And I was particularly keen that we involve young people. I knew that Pompey In The Community had a good reputation for working with young people, and, including harder to reach and disaffected young people. So a relationship was born, and Arts Council England gave us the funding, and so we've been working ever since, so for a number, quite a few months now.
It's just taking the story of D-Day and bringing it alive through the young people in the area.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
As soon as you enter into the museum from the theatre space, you realise you're on a promenade and that each element within the museum is going to come alive.
So the museum space, not a lot of people would ever go around the museum and see it in that way, so they got to see it in a different light of the story that we were telling.
And what I think is fantastic is that the museum embraced the space and allowed the young people to stand in areas which would normally be seen as sort of an archived space that for no one to get near.
And it just brought the displays to life, it brings the story to life.
We made it then, lads.
I've always liked the museum and stuff, because I've always been interested in history. So it's a good place to go to find out history and stuff. I've always liked this museum because it's always something that's interested me.
Before this, I did not care about D-Day at all. It just didn't interest me. But I didn't quite connect until I met some of the people.
When I first started working on the project, I wasn't too sure about the project in itself because I couldn't relate to it. And for me, it was important we had to tell a story. So my objective as a director was I need to get a story done, but I didn't have any sort of connection with it until John came. And the reason I had started having the connection when John came is because John has been there. So it's really good having him involved because it then gave us all that connection as, a story that does need to be told from that.
We shall remember them. We shall remember them.
John is the thing about John is he's a real hard worker and he's a really good actor, surprisingly. It's quite moving how he's been all through this and we're trying to kind of recreate his life in a museum and he's still getting to play a part in it. So it's quite good, really, for us to find out how it was back in when John had to go to a war and we're bringing him back into 2014.
Private Hughes.
Here.
Private Grant.
Anthony's been involved with the Respect programme down at Eastleigh Community Centre and he heard about the drama group there and he decided he'd like to get involved.
Well, in the production I played somebody called Norman Bridgeford, who was John's best friend, who sadly passes away, who gets shot by a German. I think I've developed quite a lot just writing the scripts of improvisation, because before in my old school I couldn't do that, but now I've learned and I can do it much better.
It's improved his social skills and his confidence immensely. He's been making new friends and sort of working within a team, so that's been a bonus for us, really.
Bless all the surgeons and WO1s.
Yeah, I think she did brilliantly. I was really pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect all of the cast, really. I wasn't expecting it to be quite as professional as it was. It certainly didn't come across as a kind of school play style amateur project, that's for sure. Very impressed. I think it should be a permanent exhibition. I think people would really enjoy it.
I'm just really proud of everything that I've achieved and it's brought me a lot of self-belief and it's just nice to feel a certain pride in yourself. I'm proud of myself for doing it and stepping up and speaking out loud. I'm a spy for the German army and I strongly believe in my roots and where I come from.
I thought it was engaging for various ages there, from little ones to elderly people. The group that performed it were enthusiastic but respectful, and I thought the performance was really thought-provoking.
It's fantastic seeing the museum exhibitions being used in that way, and I think it's something we need to look at doing more of, because it's just very evocative and moving, and I thought the young people were absolutely brilliant. Actually, they were really good.